Following the passage of the Biosafety Act 831 in 2011, many are still skeptical about the safety of most agricultural crops that will be produced under the biotechnology approach, also known as genetically modified foods. This approach is a way of enhancing the conventional approach for farming and to improve crop yields. According to experts, if the approach is adopted, it will improve the food security of the country as well as promote commercialization of food crops, which will help reduce poverty in the country. At various sensitization forums in the northern region in the last 3 months, experts in biotechnology fields have called for adoption of the technology for the agriculture sector. Many have underscored the relevance of the two.
First of all, there's the perception of the public in relation to what actually genetically modified organisms are. In fact, I always say they are genetically enhanced, organisms or materials, because the meaning is simple. The point is you identify a problem, a constraint on productivity in agricultural science, in productivity of a particular crop, and then you seek to look at how you can enhance the issues that are making not give you the optimum yield that you expect. So basically, for me, I don't say it's modification, it is enhancement. Basically, that's what it is. Because even if you insert a gene that is giving you need a particular quality, it is going to perform better than it was before. So it's an enhancement. But of course, the normal cliche is that it's known as genetically modified organisms.
The Director for International Service for Acquisition of Agri-Biotech Application in Africa, Dr. Margaret Karibu, underscored the benefits of biotechnology in the agriculture sector in Africa.
In tremendous benefits, and they are accrued in the following ways. One, in terms of reduction in the use of chemical pesticides for the case of cotton. Burkina Faso has realized a reduction of close to 4 times. When they were spraying about 8 to 10 times of the chemical pesticides, now they are spraying only 2 to 3 times. That's a huge benefit for the farmer in terms of inputs, for the environment in terms of poisons. The fact that once you use biotech crops, you increase the productivity of your land. So the unit of land that you use to grow the crops is much less than what you'd use when you're not using the technology. Why? Because the technology is packaged in the seed, and so the seed has an inbuilt mechanism to protect itself from a number of insects and pests that would ideally infect it.
The Program Officer for Food Safety at NEPA agency in Burkina Faso, Godwin Lingo, noted that genetically modified foods go through a lot of tests to ensure its safety.
Concerns or allegations that GM foods can cause cancers or allergies or can be poisonous, it can be true. This is because GM foods are the most rigorously tested in all of our food history. Okay, there are international guidelines that have to be followed before any GM food is released onto the market. And these guidelines mandate that you check for toxins, you check for allergens, you check for long-term health effects. You do all these tests, and then these tests will be rigorously checked by regulators wherever the application is being submitted before it is allowed onto the market. So, I mean, having followed all these international protocols, it is very unlikely that, and so far, of all the over getting to 20 years that GM foods are being consumed, none of these issues have been reported anywhere in the world.
The president of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, Mohamed Nashiru, expressed satisfaction about the adoption of genetically modified foods.
That GMO is farmer friendly, and that is one of the easiest way we can increase our yields as modern farmers and the number of people that we are going to feed as a nation. And so if currently our yields are poor and the scientists are there, they have their way out, and they come out to tell us GMO is one of the easiest way for us to increase our yields and to make our monies and make Ghana food secure. What is wrong with that? I think I'm satisfied.
The Director General of the Center for Scientific and Industrial Research, Dr. Abdullahi Baba Salifu, further called for circumspection among critics, since most imported conflicts and tomato paste are genetically modified foods. Noah Nash for Versa One News.